Hi, everyone. I'm Kurt Yazja, and thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your time. It is Wednesday, May 16th. And today on this topic, this episode, we're actually going to talk about something that I really found. I basically put together a list of 3 big things that I think have really helped me improve myself over the last 18 months. That list includes a few really good, just practical application type things. And we're going to jump into that here in just a minute. So, 3 things that have really helped me improve. Well, the first thing is making a personal commitment to growth. And that is both professional and personal, I should say. But having a commitment to growth, both in my business and in my personal life, has really transformed a lot of things. So, that's one of the big things that I have really taken to heart. And we're going to talk in more depth about that. The second thing is journaling every day. So, if you're not journaling, I typically talk to people and the first thing that they'll ask me when it comes to self-improvement is, what would you recommend? And I'll almost always say journal. We're going to get into that and talk a little bit more about that as well. The last thing is cutting off people that aren't productive in your life, cutting off the people that aren't inspiring you, that aren't supporting you. We all have people in our lives. A lot of them are family or really close friends we've grown up with for years. And the reality is we have to cut them off. We have to learn how to get rid of them and move towards people who are inspiring, who are bigger, who are better, who are intimidating, because that's how you're going to grow. So first things first, committing to growth. I think it's easy to say things about growth. It's much harder to do things. And I love the book that I picked up a while ago called Mini Habits. This book is really good because it sort of gives you a hack to really take on new habits and new behaviors. Essentially what it says is the majority of resistance when taking on a new habit or behavior starts with the actual starting point. Once you start it, it's actually a lot easier to do it. But the actual starting of the activity is what's the challenge. So if you can get yourself to start, then the rest is kind of easy. And the way the author really took this to heart was he really wanted to get into shape. He was out of shape physically. And what he said was, I'm going to commit to doing 1 push-up every single day. And what he would find is once he got into the form and actually was down on his hands and knees, he was able to do the push-up and then oftentimes do a lot more. And he wanted to. And so the way the mini habit framework kind of works is you take a habit that you want to build and you make a firm commitment. I'm going to do this. But you limit the barrier of entry. You limit it so it's very small, very simple. So for me, I use mini habits to journal every day. I have used mini habits to change my workout routines, to adjust how I actually have approached my personal, social life. They work really wonderfully. So check out the link in the post if you really want to learn more about mini habits. Highly recommend it. The author also has a book called How to Be an Imperfectionist. I'm going off on a tangent, but the Imperfectionist one is also pretty cool. So both those really good content. The Audibles are great to listen to as well. They write really well on those. But staying committed to growth. Basically what this means is you've got to grow. So in your career, a lot of people are probably in a position where they feel like they haven't been promoted or they haven't grown. And they stay there because they're comfortable, because that's their basically their main alternative is nothing. And so rather than not have a job, they stay in their career. The same thing with our business. We have a lot of challenges at Crush4Ties dealing with the way that we do media buying, with the way that we're growing our real estate division, and all of those challenges account for and build on resistance to growing, to changing. Like when things are working and you're making profit, you don't want to really push it. But what you find is that when you're committed to growth, when that's the only decision that you're going to make, we are seeing cooler and bigger and better things. We now have twice the size of staff here in Seattle. We just picked up, hopefully, 2 new amazing employees overseas that are really sharp. We're looking to bring on for our different divisions in our team. We have 3 new media buyers that started last week. Commitment to growth. I've made a commitment using mini habits to do different things personally. But if I were to look at the last 18 months and ask myself, what are some of the biggest things I've done to really improve myself? commitment to growth has to be one of those top 3 things. Second thing, journaling. This is so critical. I mean, if people ask me like the single thing, I would probably say journaling is the biggest thing, because when you're journaling, you're really getting an objective second view on what it is that you're doing. So what happens is while you're journaling, you're able to really see what's going on in your life. People who keep all this stuff going on in their head, you don't have that objective ability to look at your problems, at your improvement, at your progress, and really see it. When you put it on paper, it gives you clarity. Not only that, but the act of writing it down, I think really helps either solidify if it's a lesson you're trying to teach yourself, or if it's a challenge. It really brings that pattern up into your awareness. So you actually are getting more and more exposure to it and going, oh yeah, I've been doing this for months and months and months, and I keep saying I'm not going to do it, but I keep writing down that I'm going to do it. Okay, what can I do to actually change it? And with journaling, it's a tough one, right? I think mini habits is a great way to start. So for journaling, I had a couple things that prevented me from journaling earlier on. I'd probably put off journaling as something that I really wanted to do for at least 6 months. And when I finally took it on, it was because I was worried I wasn't going to do it right. In my past, I was quite a perfectionist, and it would prevent me from doing videos like this. It would prevent me from writing posts. It would prevent me from progressing the business. I have to admit, I really like to make things really good, and I like organization. I'm very, very, very formal in that sense. But in order to progress, you have to just make a decision. And I've written and talked about this in a previous video about being decisive. But as far as journaling and using mini habits goes, basically the idea is if you journal, just say you're going to do 30 seconds of writing every single day. You don't have to make it this big, elaborate process. The goal is to really just get started and then realize once you're on the paper, you're writing something, it's a lot easier to just go for another 10, 20 seconds. You're already doing it. It's the inertia, the not being in motion and trying to get yourself in motion. That's the real hurdle in getting the activity in the habit. But journaling is critical. It allows you to see a lot of things objectively that you would not see. And what I would recommend, if you want a framework, is document what you've been doing. If you're trying to improve your love life, are you going out meeting people? If you're doing it from an online perspective, what's working for you? What's not working for you? These are things you can ask and jot down and write about in your journal process, and they're going to help you. The other thing you can do is you can reflect on the day. You can just reflect on the day. What happened today? What am I grateful for today? All of this stuff is going to build a habit. It's going to build a process for you that's really going to allow you to kill it. You're going to actually start to have sort of like a comrade. Your journal is going to be like a second version of you, helping you learn. It's going to help you learn from your mistakes. It's going to help you develop. It's really going to give you a huge, huge advantage over people who don't journal. Highly recommend journaling. I'd put that probably as the number one thing you can do to improve yourself. Now, you're going to get better, refine it, and improve your process. But journaling in general, awesome way to go about self-improvement. Probably the best thing. The last thing I wanted to mention was cutting off people that aren't doing what you're doing, people that aren't helping you, that aren't on your same energy level. If you have people in your life and they aren't firing on all cylinders, if they aren't pushing themselves, if they're just stagnating, or if they're worse, like a toxic sort of Debbie Downer who's kind of a hater, you need to cut them off. And I know this is kind of obvious, but most people don't do that. When you look at people in your life and you look at friends of friends, usually you stay friends with the same people for 6, 12 months. And it's good if you got great friends, but I know for me personally, there's a lot of people from my past, from family, that they're just not going in the direction I'm going. And for me to spend a lot of time with them, yes, I can love my family, I can be there for them, but I can't be spending a lot of time with them. And I would highly recommend, if you have obvious areas in your life where these people are messing with what you have going on, they're not really benefiting you, cut it off. Find a way to move out. Find a way to move away. Really get your proximity, get where you are close to people that matter to you, close to the people that are going to influence you. Meet with people that are higher than you, that you want to be. Look at people that can lead by example. Proximity is power. There's an old adage, I think I got this from Tony Robbins. He got it from somewhere else, but if you lie down with dogs, you come up with fleas, and it's so true. Whether or not you realize it, if you're hanging out with someone and they're not doing anything, that's affecting you unconsciously, and it's wearing on you. It's affecting how you think, it's affecting how you feel, even on a deeper level, and that is toxic to you. You do not want that. So cut it off. Start with something small. If you got a friend, even like a TV show, a video game, cut that stuff off. If it's just one thing, try that for a few weeks, then move to the next thing. But for people, bad roommates, bad family, make space. Slowly remove yourself. Take on activities. Get out of the house more. Be in a coffee shop. Go to a grocery store. Bring your laptop out. Like, be away from that environment. Get yourself immersed and get closer to the people that you really want and reach out to them. So, that being said, again, 3 things. Stay committed to your growth every single day. Take it on as a mindset. It is your new lifestyle. Journal every single day. Bring yourself, give yourself that comrade, that self-awareness, that compadre who can really be there for you to help you see what you're doing well and what you're not doing, and cut off anything that's toxic. Get away from people that aren't doing anything in their lives. And if you're not sure if they're the right person to be around, look at their friends. Who are they hanging out with? What kind of things are they talking about? What are they doing? And that should be a good sign for you. So until next time, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate you.